That's George Sich and Spinning and Swirling. What a beautiful song. And yeah, you caught me out, mate. There's you could see that whole bit of returning from the war with a bunch of flowers. Am I the only person that gets that reaction?
I tell you what, I do that. Wherever I do that, it's always the biggest, toughest, hairiest, boofiest bloke. And it gets to that point, picks some more flowers, then knocked on the door. Sorry, I'm late, love. I brought you these.
Yep.
Put his hand out and said, "May I please?" And you see him take a good swig of their beer and take a big gulp. You know,
Yeah.
just I don't know what it is, but the girls love it, the blokes love it. So that particular part, yeah, I love it. It's a true story, I swear.
Mate, well, there's nothing wrong with a bit of creative license to make the story flow anyway. But it's beautiful to be able to put that in music and also get that lovely guitar worker to fill in there as well. So, how long have you been playing?
Oh God, I started like when I was, I think, probably 14 years old, 13 years old. I was playing, I think, trumpet and drums and all that sort of stuff. I was a musical kid. Like I was always in the school musicals and the school bands, the cadet bands, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, once I hit 14, it was like, well, the chicks dig the guitar, so I better get the guitar.
And what sort of influences musically were you listening to as a kid and young 20-year-old? What sort of music?
The guy that's probably had the biggest effect on me was
Mark Knopfler, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I loved his guitar playing. I loved the style of it. It's like full and of course Tommy Emmanuel. You know, we were just that fingerstyle. We're just doing the. You know, that kind of stuff where you could be the whole band in with just the one guitar. That kind of stuff really inspired me. I when I learned to play guitar, that's what I wanted to learn how to play, was do that kind of thing, do all the notes, be the whole band in a box, basically.
And because that's not an easy thing to do. You know, there's a lot of people can pick up and strum the chords and get by, but getting that extra fill, playing those notes, getting those augmented chords going and really filling it in, that's part of the art, isn't it?
It's can I tell you, it gives me so much pleasure. It's you know I can play guitar, and it gives me pleasure to know that I can hear stuff now. And I understand the guitar so well that I can hear things and I can start playing them, you know, in that style pretty quickly, you know. So there is a technical part of it, sure, but a lot of it is really the gut. You know, if you can feel it, you can play it. You know, a lot of the stuff that Tommy Emmanuel will do, a lot of stuff that Mark Knopfler will do, or Brian Setzer from Stray Cats. You know, those guys are basically just fly by the seat of their pants. They're that good. There's a lot of knowledge in the background that they know how to do, but once you've got that knowledge down pat, you know, Billy Joel used to say that, you know, he went through with all the piano lessons and learned all the technical stuff, you know, and that was like that was the prim and proper school mom, you know.
Yep.
But then he discovered rock and roll, and that was like the sexy chick, you know, with the suspenders and black nighty and all that sort of stuff, and he could do all that stuff then because he'd had the school mom before, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
So he'd been taught how to do all that kind of thing. So it's very important. Yes, get your guitar lessons, kids. Learn how to do the basics, and then if you still really have a feel for it, then play with the sexy lingerie. And
learn your scales and practice those scales every day. Or is it you only have to practice scales on days that end in Y?
No. On Y, you practice them up, and if there's an R in the day, you practice them on the way down.
There you go, folks. There it is. George Sich is giving his guitar lesson, so you'll be able to just send him off a money order for a transfer for that one.
I should write a book. Yeah.
Now, George, we're going to play another single of yours now, and we are going to play "I Got a Little Drunk." Now, we were having a bit of a yak about people like Christy Lamb and so forth. You got a few people in the film clip. Tell us about those.
Yeah, this is great. This was such a fun film clip. This was the busiest work day in the history of humankind. We filmed There's a radio jock in Sydney, a guy called Grant Goldman. I do a lot of his radio jingles for breakfast. He's in it. Mike Goldman is his son. Mike Goldman, you might have seen him from Big Brother. And I don't know, whatever the hell else, but he's in the clip as well. Christy Lamb is in the clip, but you never get to see her face. So she's the sexy chick, you know. So she ends up being Grant Goldman's body double.
Right.
Okay. So throughout the whole clip, you see me getting drunk around bars and all that sort of stuff, and gambling and doing all the, you know, the really irresponsible kind of things, and I'm, you know, with this really hot chick on my arm all the time. It's actually Christy Lamb.
Right.
You never get to see her face. And then we wake up in the morning. I wake up with this blonde in bed in the morning, and the covers are revealed, and it's Grant Goldman in drag. It's I hate that, spoiler alert, but even armed with that spoiler, see the clip, because you will absolutely cack yourself.
Well, time's on the wing. I'd love to. I could just sit here and chat like this all night, but I'm going to get in trouble. The EP is called True Story, I Swear. You've already heard that tonight, True Story, I Swear. I Got a Little Drunk is the song we're going to be going out now. George has generously given us a few of these EPs to give away, but I'll tell you what, we're going to do it a little bit different tonight. Because Tracy's sitting at home all by herself and she can't be here tonight, why don't we get her to man the Facebook page?
Cool.
And if you jump on Facebook right now and you tell us one of the famous people that appeared in the video clip, we're going to give you this. And it's best thing about this, it's DVD as well as CD.
Yeah, so there's all the video clips in this, and you might have heard a Boat on a River, which is also, there's a video clip for that on there. Yeah.
Now, he's given us a couple to give away, but I reckon if we get a few people getting there, I might be able to twist his arm for another couple as well. So let's say we've got a handful of these CDs and DVDs to give away. You've got to mention someone famous who's in that clip, and then we'll do that. This is George Sich, mate. Thanks very much for coming in, and it's been a pleasure finally meeting you, and catching up on all of those stories. We're going to go out with the song now. This is I Got a Little Drunk, and we look forward to seeing you next time.